this is Sir Alexander with another StarCraft 2 tips and tricks. This is for the Protoss one. I'm trying to show the people from RPG.net. I'm helping y'all guys out, the ones who don't quite have the game down. Let me turn my game speed up. I've noticed that people are not walling in, and there are a few tips and tricks that you should really learn. Walling in especially, you always want to wall in. It's so important against anyone, especially since the players in this tournament are going to go, if they play you in the second round, they will watch the game from the first round and see how you play. If they see you do not wall in, I guarantee they will 6-pull you, they will 3-gate zealot rush you. There is no end to the cheesy goodness that they will pull off and spam on you. Okay? So you want to put your pylon. This is Blistering Sands. I think all the games from the first round are on Blistering Sands. You want to make sure that your pylon's a good ways back here, like right there maybe, but it can still cover this. And it could be a little bit closer. Also, another tip: always have your probe after you put down that first pylon. Scout. It's a great time to scout. You want to get your probe out there early. And you can just see what's going on. You can tell if he's going to rush you or not. Now, your Nexus should always be Control 1. There is no reason on Earth your Nexus should not be Control 1. As soon as that Nexus finishes, you can start your next worker and bring this guy over here and put down a gateway. You want your gateway to go right there, okay? Now, from here is your choice. I'm going to assume that you're going to do 2 gates, okay? You can do this with a cybernetic score either. I'm going to tell him, actually, he's going to hang out there. You see that because my Nexus is, numbered, I can just hit 1 and then E and start the next probe. So I'm chrono boosting my economy. That's totally your choice. So now I can come out and scout in here. So I'm going to tell this guy to run around in this base for a little while. And then I'm going to get right back here, make sure I'm keeping my workers up. Now I'm at 150 crystals, so I have to start that next gateway. What you want to do is put your next gateway right there. Now you can get through here and you can get through there. So you can put a pylon down here to continue to block that out. So you can either have just one, but right now you only have one. So as soon as this is done, hit Control 2, start a zealot, hit 1, and then chrono boost it. So what I did is I clicked on my gateway, hit Control 2, hit Z, started a zealot, then I hit 1 and C and chrono boosted it. Now this pylon is up. This zealot will be out there. If this guy is rushing me, and you want to keep it's a good idea to keep your scout moving. It only takes a couple seconds. And keep your probes coming out, of course. And you can keep chrono boosting your economy. As soon as this is done, I'll start my next one. So I'm going to keep my zealots coming out here. I do not have enough energy to chrono boost that a second time. There goes enough energy. So I still have zealots coming out. I'm going to put out 4 zealots just to be safe. Right now I'm going to go ahead and put down a cybernetic score and a assimilator. And then I'm going to put out 1 more zealot as soon as I get to 100 crystals. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and put out, I'll just put out 1. But you see, they'll really never get through this wall in, especially because now that I have so many zealots, I can bring these guys out and then just use that as a fallback if I need to come back. And because I have my Nexus hotkey on 1, I can just go bang and chrono boost that. So anyways, now that that's done, I'm almost supply blocked, so I need to put a pylon down. I totally just randomly placed that. Okay, cheese. Now let's just assume, actually I'm going to restart it to do that. Anyway, so now I have 2 guys there, so I'm going to both of y'all harvesting. This is something else that I do not see happening on RPG.net. Here is something that you always want to do. See this? It's called a sentry. It should be called a nullifier, but that's another story. You always want to get 1 nullifier out, okay? And I'll show you how to work nullifiers just a little bit. You always want to get 1 sentry, sentry nullifier, same thing, same difference. Anyways, because I'm talking, I'm losing count on my minerals. Right now you'd probably want to have that down, or maybe a robotics bay. I'm going to do a 4-gate. So I'm going to put down 2 more gateways. And as soon as I get 100, I'm going to start a sentry and chrono boost that. What's the hotkey? The hotkey is E. So I can watch this. Okay. Watch how fast this will go off. There we go. It's already chrono boosted. Didn't even move my screen. So I hit this. So I click on this. Actually, you don't even have to click on that. Hit 2, and both of these guys are selected. Hit Z1C. So I hit 2, select these. Hit the Z button, start a zealot. I'm sorry, not the space bar. Hit a Z button, start a zealot. Hit 1 and then C, and chrono boost it. Except that I don't have enough energy, so I can't. And like I said, I'm not really paying attention because I'm talking, so I'm not producing. You should always be producing probes. So I see that he just went for Hydralisks. I wasn't scouting as much as I should. So anyways, now here's a nullifier. Now watch this. Hotkey is F. Hit the F button, and looky there. For 30 seconds, you can count them, you will not be able to get through. This only costs 50 energy, and you have, how much do you have? Oh, I have to get more pilots. I'm sorry, like I said, I'm not really paying attention or keeping up with my economy like I should. Anyways, but you see that, just for 50 energy, you can throw down a force field and block this for 30 seconds. If you have 6 nullifiers, you will block this ramp eternally. And I mean that, because by the time that the sixth force field is done, the first one will have 50 energy again. So with 6 guys, you can hold that eternally. With 5, you will hold it for more time than you can imagine. So look, you hit the F button and click. This is really handy if you have all of these zealots here, because what you do is you set these zealots up, and then you hit the F button, and you put the force field. I don't have enough energy, and I'm not going to wait for it. You put the force field here after a bunch of Zerglings have run up. Then your zealots come down, own those Zerglings, and you kill a lot of guys and win the game, and it's fun. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and restart this and show you some cheese. This is how you cheese on this map. I want to show this to Protoss players because I like Protoss players. This is how you cheese on this map. Tell your guys to go, before you start building that next probe, tell this guy to run out, okay? Anyways, now I'm going to speed up my gameplay. Now you want to see some good cheese? This is how you good cheese. This does not work against Zerg. I will tell you this does not work against Zerg because his overlord should be coming over here to scout you immediately, and will see that you have nothing in your base. Keep that next guy going. You want to keep your probes going. Wait, did I change the game speed? Yeah, I did. It just seems slow for some reason. There you go. Anyways, control 1 your Nexus like you always should. All you have to do is get your probe right here, and I will show you. No one ever scouts this position of their map. And look, I just told another probe to train. I didn't even click there. This guy is coming up, and if you time this correctly, there we go. Put a pylon down, and your next probe should be able to start very soon. Whatever you do, do not chrono boost your economy because you do not have enough crystals to keep that harvesting. Like right now you could, so I'm going to go ahead, but earlier on you don't want to chrono boost. Also, you want that chrono boost. Now look, you do not want to scout. You do not want to scout him because he will, he'll see that probe and see that probe run off. If he's a good player, he'll want to go check and see where that probe went to. So right now I'm at 11 probes. I'm going to get my first gateway up. I'm going to put it right there. Wait, no, hang on. I'm going to put it right there because I do want my probe to be able to get out. If you put it one back, you see, if I would have put this gateway one space back, my probe would have been stuck back here. That's a very bad thing because then you have to bring up a whole nother probe and your game is pretty much done. So anyways, I'm going to do 2 gates, and I guarantee you will have, I'm not going to chrono boost this. Now look, this overlord came and scouted this. He sees I have nothing. So he's going to come over here. He must assume that I'm walling in. So he's going to go over there to my wall in. When he sees that I have nothing there either, then he'll realize what I'm doing, that I'm cheesing, and try and get his pull up a lot faster. If that player expands early, you've won the game in the bag. Now, I'm not building another one, and I'll show you why. Because I'm going to start my first zealot immediately and then chrono boost it. I've already got these guys, labeled as 2, so I can just hit 2, Z, 1, C. It even rhymes. Now, I'm going to pretend like I'm a noob player and come in here and scout. So, watch this. Okay, hang on. I've got my scout. I'm moving my scout around, so I'm going to go 2Z1C. Hang on. Oh, man, I messed it up. Anyways, 1C. There we go. And you can see how fast that goes. This first guy is in. That first queen is out. Now, oh, I'm sorry. Pretend that I did not move in there. This is against a computer, so I can do this. Pretend that I didn't move him in there. You don't actually want to do that. What you want to do is sit here until you get 3, and then you can hit 2, ZZ, 1, C, shift. I have to get more pylons, though. Yeah, I'm sorry. You do want to put up a second pylon. That was my bad. You do want to put up a second pylon. But there you go. And now I have just won the game. Now, of course, this is a computer, so he's stupid. If this guy was trying to 6-pull you, it might be effective. Now, the only thing is you cannot do this against a Zerg player who's really good. If it's against a really good Zerg player, his overlord will scout you, see that you have nothing there, and he will build Zerglings and send them to your base. So, really, this works against Terrans and Protoss best. really strong against Protoss, especially those who go for that first Stalker. Because look at this. Okay, assume that this is my base. Hold your position. Be stupid. Now assume that this is my base, that I started here. What am I going to do? I'm going to build here. If I scout out, the furthest I'm going to scout is over here to put down buildings. I haven't seen those yet. If I want to do a wall in, I'm going to come over here and put a pylon down there, and then I'll put gateways down like there and there. You will never see this coming. So there's tips and tricks. Excellent way to cheese as the Protoss. Terran obviously can't do this, but Zerg, you can just always do a good standard 6-pull. But this is an excellent way to cheese as the Protoss on this map. So there's some tips and tricks as the Protoss. Hope you all enjoy these, and I'm about to do one on the Zerg, which is probably going to be my biggest one. I'll be showing the coolest tips and the coolest tricks. So please join me for that after this. Thank you very much, and I hope we'll get some excellent gameplay out of this tournament, and I hope I can help you guys out a little bit for those who are a little bit newer to the game.